I'm here with local food writer and recipe developer Sarah Nasello. And Sarah's going to talk to us a little about the versatility of pork.
Pork is one of my favorite proteins to use. There are so many good virtues about pork, and one of my favorite is that it's extremely versatile. There are tons of different ways to enjoy pork. There are lots of different flavors to pork. You've got pork chops, boneless pork top loin chop. Pork is really, really easy to cook, and I'll show you a few different ways to do that today. I've got beautiful pork chops here today that I'd like to show you how to prepare it. We used to be told to cook it at 160 degrees as a minimum, and that's really considered well done now. There's a whole spectrum on how you can cook pork. 145 is the USDA guidelines for cooking pork, and that's about where I like to keep mine. It gives you a little bit of pink in the middle, but keeps it really nice and juicy. This is the piece that we cooked to 160 degrees. Look at that. There's really no pink inside. It still looks pretty good, though. It's hard to ruin a good piece of pork unless you really, really cook it. But here's the one that we cooked to 145. We cut right into it. You're going to see it's got a little more pink inside. See the juices just come spilling out.
And you have one more thing to show us.
Yes, I'd like to talk about boneless top pork loin chop. We've trimmed the fat from the sides so that you don't have anything tough while you're eating. And then you're just going to take a sharp knife, place your hands on top, and just cut right through the middle. And then you take your meat mallet, pound it until it's about 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. So then, Jenny, the next step you do is you take your cutlet, you're just going to lightly coat it with some flour. The next step, the egg wash. And then over here I've got a mixture of panko breadcrumbs, and to that I've added some chopped fresh rosemary, freshly grated Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper, and that's it. So put that in the pan. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes each side. You know, Jenny, as I look around at all the beautiful pork that we prepared here together today, I think about the farmers in our state who raise the pork that comes to our table, and I'm so grateful and appreciative for all their hard efforts to put beautiful food on our families' tables.
Sarah Nasello, thank you for teaching us how easy and versatile pork really can be.
My pleasure.